Okay, so in our last EIGRP class, we have completed up to EIGRP hello and dead timers, right?
Yes.
And we have seen how to configure also, right?
Yes.
Okay, and I hope you know about that normally when we talk about hello timings, right? Okay, so
Yes.
normally on the devices, you will have two type of link. One is LAN link, okay, and one is
Yes.
WAN. So LAN is always
Yes.
faster. So on the faster link,
Yes.
the hello timing is 5 seconds,
Uh-huh.
okay, and on the slower WAN link, the hello timing is
60 seconds.
60 seconds,
1
right?
minute.
Okay, now if we are talking about dead timers, right? So three time hello is dead, right?
Zero. Yes.
So dead on the LAN faster link is 15 seconds, and on the WAN slower link it is 180 seconds, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so here what we have configured, because we were working on the LAN link, that's why we were working on this one. So whenever you work on the frame relay kind of links, okay, on those links you have
Yeah.
to configure. You will see automatically that it when it is a WAN link, so you will see the hello timer is different. Okay, so
Yes.
here the on a WAN link hello is 16, sorry 60, then dead is 180. On a LAN link slower faster link it is 5 second, and dead is 15 seconds.
15. Yes.
Yes. So now we are working on EIGRP passive interface. So all here you
Okay.
have to keep in mind if you have worked on RIP. So in EIGRP when we talk about passive interface, so EIGRP is totally different than RIP passive interface. RIP, what RIP
Okay.
do? RIP say that I will not send any update through passive interface, but I will receive update on
Okay.
that. But here,
Okay.
see, normally if you have lab like this, see, this is a very small lab. So normally what is happening? This router 1 wants to send any update to router 2, right?
Okay.
Router 2. And which update? EIGRP update. So normally when you will
Yes.
see that when you will advertise your networks into EIGRP, so you will advertise 12.2 and 12.1 also, right? Okay, so when
Yes.
you will advertise, so normally hello message will be sent from R1 to R2 normally
To-
in normal,
Yeah.
okay, but but by default router will send hello message towards switch also.
Yeah. F0/2.
Yes, so unnecessary router is sending message towards switch, and switch will not understand EIGRP multicast address, so switch will drop, but
Okay.
switch before dropping it, switch will forward to these computers also, right?
Okay. So it's like pot fast in VLAN.
Mm, port, no,
Like
no,
the
no, port
configuration of
fast
the
is
pot
different thing.
fast.
See, a passive interface, what passive interface is saying that normally when you send any update, okay,
This.
so normally EIGRP update should be sent via R1 to
Uh,
R2, right?
yes.
Okay, but do you want to send any EIGRP update towards your LAN?
No. No.
No. So what this passive interface will do? Passive interface, when you will make this interface as a passive, okay, when
Okay.
you will make this interface as a passive, so router will not send any update towards this interface. Okay, so what is saying that in EIGRP running, when EIGRP is running on a router, the passive interface commands stop both outgoing and incoming routing updates. Okay,
Okay. Not
yes,
sending no receive.
yes. So from this interface you will not receive or you will not send any EIGRP updates. Okay, fine. So when you have stopped it, so you will not send any updates towards this link. Okay, then
Yes.
your routing or your LAN will be efficient. The operation will be little bit smoother than earlier, because see, unnecessary
Yeah.
you will be sending some EIGRP traffic, right? So if you are
Yeah.
sending some EIGRP traffic, so you will be consuming some kind of bandwidth, right?
Yes.
Yes, so you can stop these type of behavior of the routers. So it is very easy. You can simply come to your router. Okay, let's design any kind of routing lab. So here we can take only two routers. And if you want, we can take some switches to switch. Switch 1, switch 2. Now we can take some computers here. Okay, now we can connect it. Serial to anyone. You can take any network, serial, fast Ethernet, anyone to connect between router to router.
Okay.
Mais surtout, nous avons convenu avec l'Europe de la lutte contre le terrorisme au Sahel. Nous sommes l'action sur le consensus. C'est que un engagement renouvelé derrière le dispositif. Nous espérons simplement que l'attention
Serial 2 by 0. Here also serial 2 by 0. Okay, so we can define some network, right?
Yes.
12.1.1.0/130. Let's use 30 here. And here we can use some kind of network 192.168.10.0/24. And here we can use 20.0/24. Okay, and this is will be better. So here we can say that we are using EIGRP 10, E10. Start all the devices. And take a console. Okay, so PC IP is 192.168.10.1/24 and the gateway is 10.10. Save it. Come here, PC2 10.2 and save it. PC3 is 20.10 and the address is 20.1. Okay, fine. Now router configuration. Conft interface serial 2 by 0, IP address is 12.1 and the subnet mask is /30. Then interface E0 by 0, IP address 192.168.10.10, no shut, and save it. Now we can come here to R2, conft interface serial 2 by 0, IP address is 12.1.1.2, no shut, and then interface E0 by 0, IP address is 192.168.20.10, 255.255.0, no shut, and then save. So IP configuration is completed. Okay, now we have to configure routing. So conft router EIGRP 10 no auto network is 192.168.10.0 and then network is 12.1.1.0. Now come here. Okay, now before that what we can do, let's run some kind of Wireshark on this link. Okay, start capture.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so here we have advertised EIGRP on R1. Let's come here to R2, conft router EIGRP 10 no auto and then network 192.168.20.0 and then network is 12.0. That's it. Okay, now you see that neighborship is up here, right? Okay, so here we have one command like debug IP EIGRP packets or summary Okay, let's type summary and then debug EIGRP. Okay, normally if you'll see here in the Wireshark, what we have used, see here, normally your router 1 is advertising, right, advertising this to
Yeah.
this EIGRP packet, right, on
Yeah.
multicast address, right? Okay, you can
Yes.
see here source. I can show you somewhere. Okay, who is source? Source is 192.168.10.10, right? So source is this one.
Yes.
Okay, means your router is advertising some EIGRP packets towards your switch network, right? And when the
Yes.
EIGRP packet is coming in the switch network, it is utilizing your bandwidth. So each and every means like unnecessary packet is moving inside your LAN network, and all maybe your, even if you're talking about switch, so switch will also not understand EIGRP packet, even your PC will also
Yes.
not understand EIGRP packet. Okay,
Yes.
so how we can stop sending EIGRP packets towards my LAN network? Are you
Okay.
understanding? Okay, so like how we can do this one, it's very simple configuration. So there are two type of configuration. Okay, one is, so let me show you one configuration first. First you have to come here, router EIGRP 10. So let me show you before configuring it. Still your router is sending packets here. Okay, still packets are coming here, EIGRP packets 64. Okay,
Okay.
64 is the last one.
Yes.
Okay, even if we are closing it, star bars, let it start. Okay, it's very simple. Simply you have to come here, you have to say here passive interface. Okay, and then put question mark. Here you have two things, you will find default. Okay, default means you,
Okay.
okay, all interface. Do you want to suppress EIGRP routing on all interface? So you will say no.
No.
Why? Because you want to suppress only here, not on this one, right?
Yes.
So I cannot run
Yes.
default. Okay,
Okay.
default means to, you can disable on all the interfaces.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, now you will see that why they have given default. If it is like that, then see here, maybe if I have one router and maybe on this router I have 10 LAN network and only one is WAN network, right? So you
Yes.
just come and write default block all. Okay, and write no towards the network you want to enable it. Okay, now see how.
Yes.
Simply, like suppose if I'm writing here passive interface. Okay, let me first enable this passive interface Ethernet. Is it Ethernet 0 by 0 or what? Passive interface is 0 by 0. Okay, so come here, passive
Yes.
interface is 0 by 0. You can write this command. You can see here. Now,
Okay.
okay, see here. Okay, destination. This is just a EIGRP update. Okay, but now if you'll come here, okay, logs is too much. But now you will see that there will be no extra log after that. Okay,
Okay.
see after that you will see that it will be constant. No logs. Okay, stop capture. And now if you say that, okay, what is the, can you show me the other command? Yes, let me show you conf t. Okay, so normally we have enabled this one, router, this one. Okay, passive interface, so let me remove it, let me make it default. Okay, and then let me show you about the default. So maybe if I have a lot of interfaces, okay, so in that
Okay.
case what I will do, I will write here default. Okay,
Okay.
so default means it will suppress all interface, right?
Oh.
Yes,
Yes.
and
To
then I will write here that command, like,
no passive
yes,
interface
no passive interface towards
and
serial,
specified
yeah,
data
serial this one.
interface.
Yes, because if you see here,
Okay.
neighborship is down. Can you see here? Neighborship is down. But once
Yes.
you will write here no
Yes.
passive interface serial this one and exit, and you will see that
To come up.
yes, now it is coming with the adjacency. Now I can show you here on all. Let me okay, now see EIGRP IPv4, okay, 10, okay, autonomous system number 10, okay, is advertising, okay. See here, can you see any LAN network? See, advertising about this LAN network out of serial 2, out of serial 2, out of serial 2. But can you get anything regarding fast Ethernet?
No.
Sorry, Ethernet. But if same thing, if I'm
Internet.
coming here, let me enable debug IP EIGRP and summary also. Then what I will do, I'll come here conf t interface serial 2 by 0 and shut, okay, shut. And
Okay.
then neighborship is down. Now you can see here neighborship is down, and then I will say no shut. T interface this no shut, okay. Now you will see something up, some update will be start installed, sent. On all, okay, it's not showing here, but see how I will know that the passive interface is enabled, okay. So you can say here so IP route, sorry, so IP protocol. So if you'll come here and you'll see that, see, passive interface. So which is my passive interface? E0 by 0 is the passive interface. And same thing if you'll come on
Yes.
this router 2 and if you'll type here so IP protocol, okay, you'll see here there is no passive interface enabled, right?
Yes.
Yes. So it's very simple benefit that whenever you enable passive interface, okay, this passive interface will stop advertising about EIGRP towards that interface, right? So if you will add
Yeah.
E0 by 0, so E by 0 will not advertise, no send EIGRP and no receive EIGRP.
How is it? Yes.
Yes. Okay. Now we are talking about EIGRP authentication. Okay, so it's very
Yes.
simple. Normally, see, whenever normally in the lab we see that our router is connected with another router, right? But when we work in the organizations, our routers are connected to branch router, right? So maybe
Yes.
one of my company is in Douala and one company is in Yaoundé, and we both want to connect it. Okay,
Okay.
and in between my branch routers, you will find a lot of routers of different companies. Okay, and maybe if I will put some kind of like normal EIGRP configuration, so what will happen if any other people or maybe hacker who will run EIGRP with same autonomous system number, and he will become my neighbor, right?
Yes.
Yes. So EIGRP authentication is used to prevent an attacker from forming a EIGRP neighbor relationship with you or maybe your router. Okay, and maybe
Okay.
after forming the neighbor relationship, that hacker router will start advertising some incorrect routing. Okay, so by using same or like by using some kind of authentication which is known as pre-shared key PSK on all the routers, you can force your EIGRP to authenticate every EIGRP message. So whenever any router wants to become the neighbor of your routers, they have to authenticate. So so message authentication should be there. So if authentication will match, then the routers will become neighbor, and after becoming a neighbor, then they will start exchanging the routing. Okay.
Everything, yes.
Yes. So normally EIGRP is a Cisco proprietary. So EIGRP use MD5 hashing algorithm to secure the password. Okay, or you can say they use secured hashing password algorithm. Okay, they do not use like RAPE. Okay, open like what you say normal text password. Okay, so here there are three steps you can say. That first you create a keychain, means see why it is talking about keychain. Okay, they say that they
Okay.
talk about keychain means what, maybe if you have a router, right? Okay,
Okay.
and maybe your router is connected with multiple neighbors, not with the single neighbor. Maybe do we have something
Okay.
here? Let me show you. Okay, maybe this is your router. Okay, maybe your router is connected with multiple different neighbors, or maybe different branch
Yes.
routers, right? So for branch 1 you can configure different kind of key. For branch 2 you can configure different type of key. Here also different. So that's why they say, okay, simple, what here is saying that if you have multiple keys, right? So you, if you want to keep multiple keys, so you have to create a keychain, right? In keychain you can keep multiple keys. Okay, and then after creating a keychain you have to specify the keychain password, that is known as key string. Okay, and then you can configure the EIGRP authentication on interface. Okay, on interface I cannot enable EIGRP authentication on all interfaces. Okay, not, it will not work on global. Okay, because you maybe you want to use different type of keys with different neighbors. Okay, so it's very simple. So let's configure EIGRP authentication between these two routers with the same lab. So we'll come here to router 1 and I'll show you first few things that you can check here. So IP EIGRP neighbor, yes, my router 2 is your neighbor. And if you'll check here, so IP route, yes, you have routes from R2, right? And if you check
Yes.
here, so IP EIGRP, so IP interface EA, so IP EIGRP interface serial 2/0 detail. So IP EIGRP interface detail serial 2/0. Okay, see here, if you'll see here that do you have this authentication enable here? No
No.
authentication enable on this interface. Okay, so let's see
No.
how to enable interface on this authentication on this interface. Conf t, you
Okay.
type here first key chain. Okay, so keychain, I want to write keychain name like I will take, I'll use my company name or my name. Okay, so let me write here J. Okay, then key. Okay, so this is my key 1. Okay, key 1, key 2, key 3, you can create multiple keys. Okay, then here you have to create key string. Okay, so key string I am using here 123 at Cisco. Okay, and exit means you have created a keychain and number 1 key, and that is the password for number 1 key. Okay, now we have to apply it, right? So we have to apply on which interface? Serial 2 by 0. So I'll come here, interface serial 2 by 0. Okay, then you have to write here IP authentication mode EIGRP 10. Okay, and first you have to enable mode MD5. Okay,
Okay.
and then here you have to say IP authentication keychain,
That is
keychain EIGRP10, and the what name you have given for the keychain, right? J, and then exit.
yes.
Okay, and just wait, so you can see that neighbor is down, and if you want to verify, can you see here, authentication mode is MD5 and keychain is this one. Okay, if you run here debug IP EIGRP packets, debug EIGRP packets. Okay, now so you are debugging the packets. Okay, see what message you are getting. Opcode is what? Remember opcode? Yesterday we talked about opcode. Hmm? See, sending hello. Are you sending hello? Are you sending
Yes.
hello on fast
No,
Ethernet or
no,
Ethernet?
serial, just
Only serial. Why
serial.
only serial?
Because we did not this one.
We
We
have
did not
enabled passive
configure
interface, right?
passive interface here.
Yes. Okay, very good. But same thing, if we enable this packet or debug EIGRP packet.
Yes.
Now see here, debug packet will update. Now see,
Okay.
sending on all. See here, sending on Ethernet 0 by 0, right? EIGRP
Yes.
packets. Okay, and you can see this message. Okay, now we are moving on to this authentication. You can see some message here that
Yes.
ignore packet this one. Okay, opcode 5
Yes.
means hello message, means our in hello message. Okay, our authentication is not matching, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so for enabling authentication, what we will do here, you have already enabled authentication, so you have to enable authentication on R2 as well. So you have to come here conf t. Okay, then you have to write here router, sorry, router I'm saying. First you write here key chain. Okay, okay, let me tell you one thing. See here, whenever you are configuring some keychain, okay, so you have to keep in mind,
Okay.
for authentication to work properly, the key number, okay, the key number and the
Mm-hmm.
key string have to
Okay.
match on both router. The keychain
Okay.
name doesn't have to be
Doesn't
same on the
have
both the router,
yeah.
means the name what you have given. So what I can say, see, router 1 was that is my router.
Yeah.
Okay, so I said J,
Yes.
but router 2
Yeah.
is your
Yeah.
router, so I'll say here Amandu,
Amado.
AMANDOU, right?
There's no N.
Amadu.
Yes. Amado.
Okay, so that is your, but key must be same. Okay, key string must be same.
Same
Okay,
thing. Yeah.
yes, but name, you can keychain name can be different, no problem. Okay, then you have to
Yes.
come here interface serial 2 by 0.
Okay.
Okay, and then you have to write here IP
Authentication.
authentication mode EIGRP 10 and MD5. Let's check here, do we have any other? Yes, no other, so MD5 we have to select MD5. Okay,
Yes.
and then IP authentication key chain
Okay.
EIGRP 10, and the keychain name, what you have given keychain name, your keychain name.
Amado.
Yes,
Yeah.
and you will see here some message. Okay, DI packet. Okay, neighborship is up, is sending receiving all is okay now. on all. Okay, now neighborship is up,
Yes.
and you will see here, so IP EIGRP neighbor. Okay, see, neighbor is also up. Okay, okay, so now we are talking about EIGRP, equal and unequal cost load balancing or load sharing.
Okay.
Okay, so now here what is saying that unlike most internal routing protocols, which is IGP, okay, in EIGRP has a really cool features that allow you to share the loads of your internal traffics across multiple links. Okay, and they see load sharing with multiple links is common with REAP, EIGRP, OSPF. But what is the cool feature that load sharing? You can say here, see load sharing. If the load is equal, see here, load is equal.
Yes.
So all routing protocols will do that one. EIGRP will also do load sharing. OSPF can also do. REAP can also do. But when the load is different. Let me show you like that. See here, here you are using serial link, right? And here you are using fast ethernet link, right? So the load is here,
Yes.
yeah, so path is different. Okay, it's not equal. Here will be different metric and here you will have different metric, right?
Yes.
Okay, so in that case RIP will only support this one. Okay,
Okay.
OSPF
The
will only
low
support this one, but EIGRP will forward traffic from here as well as here at the same time when the link is not equal also, when the cost is not equal.
Okay.
Okay, so here we are saying that it will forward the traffic across multiple links and not just links. Okay, that have same cost value, means if it has a same cost value, so that is the default feature, but it can also forward the traffic with unequal cost link as well. Okay, EIGRP allow you to make full use of redundant link that could be in place just to have for backup. Okay, so normally company, what companies do, company configure their networks with two separate links. Okay, one is for,
Yes.
yeah, always for backup. They always think for maybe one ISP is down or maybe link is down. So do you think that bank operation will be down? No,
No, no.
they always have some kind of backup power, backup links like that, right? So
Yes.
if the upper link, maybe ISP one link, hasn't gone down for like uh, for last 6 months, so for second ISP you will be paying, right? So with the help
Yes.
of this unequal load balancing or unequal cost load balancing, you can utilize that second link, which is a secondary link. Like in EIGRP you have seen that, okay, you have successor and you have second is feasible successor, right? So normally
Yes.
your
Yes.
router will forward all the traffic through successor and feasible successor is your backup path. Okay, and
Yes.
maybe if your successor is up and it has never gone down for last 6 months, so your feasible successor is constant sitting like ideal and you are paying for that
Yes.
link. Okay, so with the help of this unequal load balancing feature you can utilize that feasible successor path as well.
Okay.
Okay, EIGRP makes it easy for us, the network engineers, to make this happen. Before jumping into ins and out, let's run through few things first when it comes to EIGRP load sharing. Okay, so load
Okay.
sharing is also known as load
Load
balancing.
balancer.
Okay, now Cisco iOS software supports equal cost load sharing, that is default. Okay, up to four path, up to four path. So if your EIGRP routers is connected like this and you have multiple routers, so
Okay.
route normally your router will share or forward the traffics only towards four link at the same time. If you have another
Okay.
link, okay, it will not see link is equal, but your router is only forwarding through this 4 link. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so why? Because that is a default feature. Okay, and
Yes.
but if you want to utilize it, okay, so if you want to utilize more than 4 path, okay, so you can extend it up to 16 or 32, so depending on your iOS version. Okay, so let's see our router is supporting. Okay, what is the capacity of our router? So if you'll come here, if you'll type here so IP protocol, so IP protocol, so you can see here by default is 4, right?
Yes, it's one.
Yes, and it will support up to, okay, so sorry, distance, see, maximum path is 4.
Mm. Four.
Okay, okay, so let's talk about this, how we can increase and how it is working. Okay, and if we'll check here, so version, so version is 15.4. Okay,
Yes.
okay, so let me disable it, let me close it, let me create a new lab, okay, to see about load balancing. So EIGRP equal load balance. Okay. So normally we can take this one router, duplicate another router, change symbol, change host name ISP1, right click, duplicate ISP2, ISP3, ISP4, 4, 5, 5, we can take 5 only. Okay, E0 by 0, E0 by 0, okay, if you want here also you can change it. Okay, so maybe this is your router and your router is connected with different ISPs. Okay, and here we are running some kind of EIGRP 10. Okay, so normally when your router is connected with ISPs, so you can say here that, okay, so the network I have added here, let me start all the devices. and what I will do, normally you see ISPs are connected with some kind of Google addresses or something. Okay, so this same address they are providing, right? So here also you are getting same address. From here, this ISP will also connect you to Google, this ISP will also connect you to Google, and this one will also. So now we can enable the interface. So here is E0 by 0, E1, E2, E3. Okay, and if you will have doubt, I remember I told you just put your mouse here. Okay, R1 E0 by
Okay.
0,
Yeah, to show you
R1
everything.
E0 by 1, yes, R1 E0 by 2, R1 E0 by 3. See, here was the problem. Okay, so I can bring it here. Okay, so now take a console of all the devices.
Okay.
Router 1, conf t, interface, loopback 1, IP address is 192.168.10.1. Okay, exit, and then interface E0 by 0, IP address 11.1.1.1, 252, no shut, E0 by 1, and then IP is 12.1, no shut, and then E0/2, IP address is 13.1, no shut, and then interface E0/3. Okay, IP address is 14.1, and then interface E1/0, IP address is 15.1.
Okay.
15.1, no shut, run here. So IP interface brief exclude unassigned, yes, all the interface E3 by 3. Okay, I forget to enable. So interface E0/3, no shut.
Good.
Okay, now off, all is off. Now I'm coming to my IST1. Okay, even I can enable my routing also. So let me come here, conf t, router EIGRP 10, no auto network. Let me advertise it.
Mhm.
Okay,
Okay.
now I'm coming to ISP, conf t, interface loopback 1.1.1.1 space, then interface E0 by 0, IP address is 11.11.2, 252, no shut, and then exit, and then you can say router no auto, and then network, all network. Okay, neighborship is up. Now ISP2, conf t, interface loopback 1, IP address 1.1.1.1, then interface E0 by 0, IP address 12.1.1.2, no shut, and then router EIGRP10, no auto network, save, neighborship is up. ISP3, conft interface loopback 1 IP address, then interface is 0 by 0, IP address is 13.2, no shut, and then okay, no, okay, let me, okay, auto network, okay, ISP3 is also completed, ISP4, conft router EIGRP10, no, auto
Yes,
network,
sir.
interface loopback 1, IP address 1.1.1.
Have you called me?
ISP4 is 14. ISP3 was 13. Okay. 14.2, 255, no shut, and then neighborship. Wait for the neighborship. Okay, neighborship up now. ISP5. Conft interface loopback 1 IP address is 1.1.1.1. Then interface is 0 by 0, IP address is 15.1.1.2, no shut, no auto, and then network. Okay, find neighborship, and if you're coming on R1, see, you have neighborship on R1, you will see that neighborship with 5 different routers, right? And if you're coming here
Yes.
to check here, so IP EIGRP neighbor, you have 5 neighbors, no problem with the 5 neighbors. And if you're checking here, so IP route, okay, see here, 1 2 3 4, means you are getting
Yes.
one network only from
Mm-hmm.
4 routers, from 4 neighbors, you
Yes,
can say,
yes.
from 11 12 13 14.
Yes.
Okay, and if you see is why, so IP protocol is saying that maximum path is 4. Okay,
Okay.
now you will say, no, if I have my, if I am connected with 5 different ISPs, so I want that I should get all the ISP information on my routing table, right?
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so whatever information I'm getting from ISP1, I should get from all my ISP. Why you are keeping ISP5 as
Mm-hmm.
a constant, right? Means not in my routing table list. Why you are removing it? Because your EIGRP supports only default 4 paths. So if how you can
Yes.
increase it? So you can come here, conft router EIGRP10. Okay, see here, maximum path. Good question mark. Is showing 32, right? Okay,
Yes.
but in older iOS, when you will find 12.1 or 12.4, in that you will see 16 path only. Okay,
16.
yes.
Yes.
So I right now I don't need 32, so I can say 6 7 whatever. So you say here 6,
Okay.
and then exit, and now you check here, so IP route. Now see, now once you enable, then you see 15 came here. Okay, can you
Yes.
see here 15 came now? Okay, and now if you'll check here, so IP protocol, then you will see here maximum path is 6.
6.
Yes. Okay, so with the help of these commands, okay, you can increase, okay,
Okay.
from default 4 up to 32 paths. Okay, up to 32.
Okay.
Okay, okay, now EIGRP maximum hop limit. Okay, remember a RIP, what was the default RIP? RIP has only single metric, right?
Yes.
So what was the RIP
Hop count.
metric? Hop count, right? So it use hop
Yes.
count to send the packet from source
Okay.
to destination,
Yes, yes.
right?
Yes.
Now, EIGRP, if you have seen that by default EIGRP supports 100 hops, but see,
Yes.
normally if you're talking in the network, right, you will never find that your source and destination, between your source and destination, there will be 100 routers.
Yes.
Okay, so you will never find these kinds of things. Yes, I can find maybe 20 routers, 50 routers, but not 100. Okay,
Yes.
but maybe if you will find it, then in that you have option to increase it. So let me show you first. Okay, by default, so first you run this command, so IP protocol. So here you will see maximum hop count is 100, right? Okay,
Okay.
but maybe your source and destination, between your source and destination, you will find that it is 150 routers are there, or maybe 110 routers are there. So you can simply come here, conf t router EIGRP 10, and then metric maximum of, see, hop count is also metric, and remember the delay and bandwidth is also metric, right? That's why it is known as hybrid, because it use hop count plus delay and bandwidth. Okay,
Then yes.
yes, so hop count, put, see, maximum it can support up to 255. So I'll say no, I right now I don't need 255, 150 is okay for me. So right here exit. Okay, so neighborship will go down and then neighborship will come up, and then you check here with the SOIP protocols. Okay, now you can see here maximum hop count is 150. Okay, okay, now EIGRP default load balancing. So we have already seen about this default load balancing, right? Okay,
Yes.
so default load balancing is there, so we have seen it. Okay, okay, no problem, let me show you this practical of default load balancing. Okay, when PC1 is sending data, PC3 is sending data, how it is going, whether it is following ISP1 as well as ISP2 or not. Okay,
Okay.
so what we can do, we can come here, we can EIGRP, EIGRP equal load balancing is the same thing. EIGRP load balancing. Okay, so now we have this load sharing. So let's come on the devices. See, in this lab, see, this is your router 1. Your router 1 wants to reach Google network, right? And to reach Google networks, your your router, okay, your router which is here, and it wants to reach Google network. So by default, when it is connected to ISP1 with the same link and ISP2 with the same link, so metric will be same. So whenever any packet is coming from this 10 network, okay, it will forward from here, and whenever any packet is coming from 20 network, right, it will forward from here. So it will be balance the load. Okay, so we'll see this one.
Yes.
So this is a just default configuration. So Google ISP, ISP2, PC1, PC2. Okay, so we can put Google here, ISP1 here, and ISP2 here, and then router. PC1 IP is already configured here.
Yes.
I'm using 10.10 as a gateway for 10 network, and
Okay.
PC3, which you see here. PC1 and 2 is a part of 10 network, PC3 and 4 is a part of 20 network, and the gateway is
Okay.
10.10, and they are using subnet of 24.
Okay.
On router 1 you are using two loopback interface,
Okay.
1.1.1 and 2.2.2. So total how many interface you have on R1? 6 interface, 1 2 3 4 and 2 loopback, right?
Yes, 6.
ISP has 2 interface, no problem. ISP2 has 2 interface. Google is using 4 interface, 2 loopback and 2 physical interface, right?
Yes.
And we are running EIGRP. So we'll come here to router 1 and we'll type here so IP EIGRP interface brief. So IP interface, sorry. So IP interface brief exclude unassign. Yes, I told you we are on router 1 you are using 6 interface. You can check here, all the 6 interfaces are there. ISP ISP1 2 interface, yes it is up. We are just verifying the interface, okay?
Okay.
2 interface, okay fine. Come to Google, 4 interface, 2 loopback, 2 physical. Now let's come here on R1. So IP protocol, okay. EIGRP10 is running here, okay.
Okay.
Come here ISP, so IP protocol, no IP, no EIGRP, okay. Here, so IP protocol, no. So IP protocol, no. That's why if you are coming on R1 and checking here, so IP EIGRP neighbors, no neighborship, right? Okay, so no problem if it is already configured here. So we'll come here on ISP1 conf t router EIGRP10 no auto and then network is 0000, fine. Wait for the neighborship. EIGR on router 1, okay, sorry, we did mistake. See, on router 1 we are running EIGRP. On router 1 we are running EIGRP10. What is the problem? On ISP1 also we are using the EIGRP10. ISP1, okay, no problem. Conf t host name is ISP2. Let me first save it so our confusion will. ISP1 ISP2 conf t host is ISP2, fine. Now R1, let's check the interface. R1 interface is 12.1.1 E0 by 0. ISP E0 by 1. 12.2 up. Let's ping 12.1.1.1. Yes, you are pinging. So IP EIGRP neighbor, then why you are not neighbor? Conf t router EIGRP 10 no auto network. Now see, okay, now neighborship is up. Okay, so ISP router 1 is okay, ISP1 is okay now. Okay, neighborship is up and you can check here neighborship is there. Now I'm coming to ISP2 conf t conft router EIGRP 10 no auto network is this one. Let me save here also, save here also, save here also. Now ISP2 is also okay. Now I am coming to Google. Conft router EIGRP 10 network 00 no auto fine and then save. So everything is okay here. Now if you come to R1 and if you check here, so IP route, you have the routes, right? And see here, you are getting this 4.1 and 4.2 network from ISP1, which is 13, and from ISP2, which is no, so ISP1 is 12 and ISP2 is 13. Okay, so it's load sharing. So if you are coming here on PC1 and if you are pinging here, ping 4.4.4.1, it's pinging, right? And when it is pinging, and if you'll check here, trace 4.4.4.1 is going via 13, and if you trace from here, okay, PC3, which okay is going via 12. Okay, so you can see here the network users from 10, they are passing through ISP1, no sorry, ISP2 13 link. Okay, uh, 10 users were passing via ISP1, ISP, oh sorry, ISP2, and PC3 users which belongs to 20 network, they were using ISP1 as a primary link. Okay, because if you'll come here on router 1 and you'll see here it's load sharing. So when the data can pass from route ISP1 and or maybe ISP2, it's a round robin kind of thing. Okay, one packet from here, one packet from here. Okay, that's why you can see here it is, this is, that's why it is written here EIGRP default load balance. Okay, and if you will check here in the topology also, let's come here and check here in the topology on router 1. So IP EIGRP topology, you can see here, to reach you have same bandwidth, see here same bandwidth, I'm saying same metric. Okay, that's why it is sharing, it's a load sharing, right? It's a load balancing. Okay, now EIGRP metric calculation. Okay, no problem, let me calculate the metric and let you know. Okay, so we have done that one, but we will do it again. Okay, so in EIGRP metric calculation, okay, so you already know that by default in EIGRP network or on EIGRP routers, it use bandwidth and delay, right, of the interface. Okay, EIGRP uses bandwidth and delay of the line by default to calculate its distance metric. It also supports three other parameters to calculate the metric: reliability, load, and MTU. It also supports, but by default it uses bandwidth and delay. Okay, K1 and K3. Others, reliability, MTU, and load are not in use. How we will verify? If you will check so IP protocol, you will know. Okay, so no problem. Let's come here. Type here so IP protocol. Okay, you can see here about metric detail. Okay, so you can see here bandwidth is in use and delay is in use. Others are not in use. Okay, and if you check here also, maybe you can type here so interface E0/1. Okay, you can say here what is your bandwidth and what is your delay. According to that, it use matrix. Okay, it use the, you can say, the metric calculation.
According to this one, you can do that.
Yes, Okay, so here let's have a look on this EIGRP metric calculation on the same lab. So like see
Okay.
what is the metric to reach 4.4 network, okay, from R1. Okay, so
Okay.
what we have to calculate, we have to calculate lowest link
Commanders.
bandwidth BTH. Okay, lowest bandwidth, lowest link bandwidth from source to
To destination.
destination. Okay, okay, so lowest bandwidth, see this is the first process. Okay, first one, or you can say lowest bandwidth divided by 10 to the power 7.
Okay.
Okay, second is that all delay, all links delay from source to destination. Okay, multiply by, after that whatever answer is coming, so you can say, and here you have to say plus. So
Yes.
after that calculation, plus with this, okay,
Okay.
and this you have to divide by 10 because they are in milliseconds. Okay,
Okay.
divided by 10, and then when it is coming like this, then you have to say, okay, after this answer, multiply by 256 to have the answer, right? Same thing, very easy, no problem. Let's come here. R1, R1 interface E0 by 1 and E0 by 2 is the same link, so bandwidth and delay.
Okay.
Copy, paste it here. So link is also same here, so here is also 1000. See, here is also
Okay.
1000 bandwidth, BW bandwidth is 1000. Here is also 1000. Here is also 1000. Here is also 1000. So here is also, okay. Now, so it will say, okay, all bandwidth is same. So I will take 1000 divided by
Okay.
10 to the power 7, right?
Okay. Yes.
1000 divided by 10 to the power 7. So what is 10 to the power 7? 10 to the power 7 is 4, 5, 6, 7, right? Is it okay?
Yes.
Okay. Plus, okay, plus cumulative delayed. So delay is also 1000 on all the interfaces. So DLY, delay is also 1000. Okay,
Yes.
but it will not be 1000 because there we have some. Okay, here we have. Okay, we wanted to reach here. So here bandwidth is. Let's come here. We forget one thing on Google. Okay, so inter interface loopback 1. So loopback is bandwidth is this one. We can copy this one for loopback. Okay, this is for the loopback one. So here we are talking about if we are taking the bandwidth. So bandwidth 1000 is the lowest than 8 million, right? So we calculated
Yes.
1000. Okay, 1000 divided by 10 to the power 7 plus delay. So delay from upper side, delay is also here is also 1000, here is also 1000, here is also 1000. Okay, and here is also 1000, and here is also 1000, right? So if we are taking from ISP 1, so what is the delay? 1000, 1000, 2000, and 5000, 7000, right? Okay,
7,000.
okay. And if we are taking from this side 1000, 1000, and 5000, 7000, 7000 divided by
7,000.
10 is 700, right? So we'll write
Yes.
here plus 700,
Okay.
okay, plus 700, then multiply by 256
Two
equal
five
to your
six.
bandwidth.
Okay.
Okay, okay, so let's calculate the same thing with the calculator.
Okay.
CALC. Okay, now 1000 divided by, or 10 to the power 7 divided by 1000, answer is 1000, right? No, no, 10 to the power,
Yes.
is it 7? No, no, 1567. Okay, 10 to the power 7 divided by 1000, okay, is 10,000.
Yes.
Okay, then
Okay.
plus 700, answer is 10,700, multiply by 256,
Multiply.
2739 200. Okay, no problem, let's come here,
Three
2379.
seven. No.
Okay, so I'll come here to R1. Okay, so IP route EIGRP. Did we miss something over? 4.4.4 network, 4352. No, 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 maybe we are doing some mistake here. What mistake we are doing? Do we have something? 1000 delay is also 1000. So 10 to the power 1000, 1000, 2000, 57, 1000, 1000, and 5000. So 7000 divided by 10 is 7000. No, insert should be, insert is okay. Multiply by 27392. So IP EIGRP topology. Okay, see. Okay, 2739200.
Okay.
Okay, let's recalculate it again. Interface, maybe I have changed something. So IP EIGRP. So IP interface E0 by 0, E0 by 1. So interface E0 slash 1. Bandwidth is okay, no problem. E slash 2, bandwidth is 1000, no problem. ISP bandwidth. So interface E0 slash 1, bandwidth is okay, fine, no problem. E0 by 0, bandwidth is 10,000. Sorry, you know what we have to do here? The bandwidth is 10,000. Okay, so total calculation
Yes.
what we
Yes.
did, yeah, we did according to 10,000. That's why our answer was wrong. And delay was 1000. Okay, delay
Okay. Yes.
1000
Yes.
and bandwidth was 10,000. Okay, now we can calculate.
10,000.
Yes, so 10, 5, 6, 7, 7 divided by 10,000 is
10,000.
1000 plus 700 multiply by 256. 435,200. Okay, now come 435,200. So if you are coming here, so IP route EIGRP 435,200. Can you see here?
Yes.
Okay, so it's very simple calculation. We just have to. Okay. Okay. Now you are saying that from this side it is taking 30,307,200. Okay. For which network? For
Yes.
24 network. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Three. Okay. Let me copy this one and keep it here. So for this calculation. Okay. So for 24 network, 24 network is here, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So R1 is getting 24 network with 3072 something. Okay, let's calculate it.
Okay.
Bandwidth. Okay. Bandwidth is 10,000, delay is 1000, bandwidth is 10,000, delay is 1000, right? Okay, so let's take the
Yes.
calculator. 567 divided by 10,000. Okay. Now 2000 plus 2000 delay means 200, right?
Yes.
Divided by, okay, no, sorry, multiply by, can you see here, 307,200, 307,200. Can you see?
Okay.
So
Yes.
calculation is not that much tough because all is default, right? But we should know how they are calculating it. Okay.
Yes.
So same thing here. You can do with this lab also. The simple
Okay.
metric 10 to the power 7 divided by least bandwidth plus cumulative delay divided by 10, because these are delay are in milliseconds, so we have to divide it by 10 to get the exact delay, and then
Yes.
multiply by 256. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So you have seen that EIGRP has one kind of feature same like RIP and OSPF, that you can configure default routing also, right?
Okay.
Okay. Default routing means you can simply come to your router and you can enable default routing. See what is the benefit and what is the problem. Benefit is that whenever you will add or remove a network, automatically it will be removed
Yeah.
from the routing table, and whenever you will add a new network, you do not need to advertise that new network again with
Yeah.
in the.
Automatically.
Yes. So normally you in this lab also we have seen, you have seen that how we have configured. We have configured through, so running config exclude section router. Okay, see here. So what we have configured, we have simply configured network 00. So whenever, like, see,
Yeah.
if I'm coming to Google, Google also we have advertised same like this.
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, same configuration. And if you are coming to router
Yeah.
one and check here, so IP route EIGRP, so you are getting here EIG Google routes, right? Okay, but
Yes.
maybe in future, if Google is adding some interface network, okay, interface loopback 3 IP address 4.4.4.3,
Yeah.
like that. See, no need to advertise again in the EIGRP. If you will come on R1 and check here, see that 4.4.3 is already advertised here. So few things are
Yes.
like uh, uh, good for this EIGRP default routing. But the
Okay.
problem is maybe you do not want to advertise your few networks in. So whatever network
You
will be
just want to
connected to your
select.
router, all the networks will be advertised to the internet, right?
Hold.
Yes. So for few things is good, for few things are not good. But normally you will say that, okay, sir, where do we use this one? See, normally where they use
Okay.
inside your organization. Okay,
Okay.
inside your organization, if two routers or three routers are connected for high data transfer. Okay, in that there is no, you don't need any kind of route manipulation, path manipulation. You just connected two routes. So router 1 will forward all the data to router 2. So it will configure just a default routing and then send.
Okay,
Okay.
I see.
Yes. Metric calculation, we have seen it already. Okay, so tomorrow we will talk about EIGRP static neighborship benefits. Okay, and
Okay.
then yes, so we are on to page number 25 now. Okay, so I told you there we have total
Yes.
50 pages in this. Okay,
Yes.
yes.
If you
So we
can
are about, means like
finish
we are into,
it. So it's
yeah,
not
yeah. So I'm
not easy to
I'll be
finish.
completing all EIGRP topics. Okay, all everything in
Okay.
EIGRP. If you'll see here, EIGRP split horizon rule, summarization. Okay, then after summarization you will see something that uh, path manipulation. Okay, path
I see.
manipulation, unequal load balancing. Okay, define primary and secondary ISP. So I want that, okay, for this network this ISP should be primary, for this one should be secondary. Okay,
Okay.
policy based routing, path manipulation, so all thing is there. Okay,
Okay.
so it will, I think route manipulation, have you done route manipulation?
Mm,
Sorry, route summarization.
summarization.
Yes.
Yes, we did it
Yeah,
in
okay.
CCNA.
Yes. Okay. Okay, then tomorrow, right?
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks.